Hey everyone, it's Johnny from MCKAY back with another video. I wanted to go over Chris Johnson's article. He talks about buy low candidates for the Leafs this offseason, so I wanted to talk about it, give my thoughts. And Mason Marchment is one of the guys that he talks about. And the Leafs did trade Mason Marchment for Dennis Malgin. This was when before Mason Marchment showed any signs in the NHL, but I liked his physicality. I was a little disappointed in the trade at the time. Dennis Malgin's been playing overseas, and obviously Marchment has come to Florida and shown success. Marchment's a UFA this offseason. Maybe the Leafs go after Marchment. I think if it's low end and Marchment wanted to come back to Toronto, and forgives Dubas for that move, maybe, but I think Marchment might want a little bit more than what the Leafs have to offer. And similar to Nick Paul, we'll see. Nick Paul is a Mississauga native. He's from Mississauga, so he killed the Leafs in Game 7. So maybe the Leafs try to look at him as a third line option, and maybe he's that third line center for the Leafs, and you can slide Camp to the fourth line. It could be a possibility. I like the option, but again, it depends on price point. He's definitely going to want a decent raise over that 1.35 mil. I think Johan Larsson could be a little bit more realistic. He put up some good numbers in Arizona for what his role's been, so I think Larsson could be a good fit. Blackwell, again, it would be price point. Between Larsson, Blackwell, Aston Reese, these are options for the fourth line. I think my favorite option is Curtis Lazar. If the Boston Bruins don't retain Lazar, and you can get Lazar under $2 million, like 1.5 mil for a couple of years, I think you go after Lazar. I think he's perfect as a penalty killer, as a bottom six guy, can put up some goals. I think he can definitely put more than that 8 goals in a better scenario. So I like the potential of Lazar, and I think at the age point he's at 27, I feel like he's gotten a lot more mature, and I feel like in his later 20s here, we could see some more success from him in a bottom six role. Nick Deslauriers would be perfect for the Leafs. Talk about bite and more of a playing ability. If Simmons is not going to work out, or if you want to alternate, you bring in Nick Deslauriers, a guy like that, and you can alternate games where Deslauriers and Simmons are seeing maybe half the season, or Deslauriers is seeing even more, because I feel like Deslauriers showed a little bit more signs of goal scoring than Simmons this year. So I think Deslauriers, that bite, could be what the Leafs desire 100%. But again, price point's a big thing there, and I feel like Deslauriers, would he even want to come to Toronto? I don't know about that, but I do think Deslauriers liked his time in Anaheim. Maybe he returns there. Noel Acciari could be a really good underrated pick here. He has been playing a little bit again in the playoffs, but Acciari maybe lost a spot in the bottom six with Florida, at least consistently, and I think obviously the injury played a part in that. So I think in terms of two of my favorites that could be underrated picks that could end up maybe having bounce backs would be Acciari, and not to say he had a bad year, but Lazar could be a really underrated pickup. Adam Brooks, I don't know if I love it, but if it's super cheap, why not? And Eric Comrie as maybe a backup goalie. In terms of, we'll see what Eric Shalgren does, but Comrie could be maybe a little bit of insurance. But you guys know my favorites out of this list. I think it's an all-right list from Chris Johnson, obviously more Toronto-centric, but I will make videos for other teams in this aspect. But these are also underrated guys for other teams, underrated low-end, maybe low-risk pickups. I think a few of the guys, as I said, a guy like Nick Paul will want to raise, and I think a guy like Mason Marchment will want to raise based on his numbers. So we'll see what happens. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and give me your thoughts in the comments.